Florida could give it to them Gators. I told y'all that. I watched South Florida in person versus Boise State, and they was like that. I'm like, boy, if they could take that to Gainesville and find a running game or the quarterback get his runs in, I know he going to make his deep throws. Hey, University of Florida took that L. South Florida is like that, and they got Miami next week. Yeah, hey, they got Miami next week, so it's on. It is on. Look, University of South Florida, your head coach going to be on everybody's radar. If he can finish the season, let me just tell you now, because it is what it is. South Florida, I ain't trying to take him from you. I'm just telling y'all, he is going to be on everybody's radar. They got Miami next week. If they could pull that off, and listen, they have an opportunity to pull it off. Then they got South Carolina State, that's a win. Charlotte, that's a win. At North Texas, that's a win. FAU, that's a win. Memphis should be a win, but Memphis should be a good team too. UTSA should be a win, but they might be good. Navy, you know, they was good last year. I don't know how they're going to be this year. But really, if we beat Florida, we could take anybody else. Hey, South Florida, they like that, y'all. I think this the year. I think this the year. These boys might, listen, they might go undefeated. Or, put like this. Conference championship game, they should be there. I know Memphis going to fight, UTSA, Navy. Yeah, I know they're going to fight, but you can't get no bigger than going against Florida. And then Miami, anything after Florida and Miami ain't going to be the same. So if you could, and you knocking out 3, that's 2 back-to-back weeks. They done beat ranked teams. South Florida probably ain't never beat back-to-back ranked teams. Now, I know one time in 2007, which I could have been on that team, they made it to number 2 in the nation. This might be the time that they run back up in the nation. The Gators got some, y'all. It was blow for blow. And we made the right blow with that touchdown pass. Listen, yo, Billy Napier, they going to be on your head, boy. Billy Napier, they're going to be on your head. Let me look at y'all schedule. Let me look at what the Gators got left. Cause boy, they finna be on Billy. They gonna want Billy Napier job today. Cause look, next week they got LSU at LSU. They better figure something out. Then they got at Miami. Then they got Texas at the crib. Wow! The next 3 games, matter of fact, I ain't even worried about the next 3 games. The next 2 games, Billy Napier, he won last week, lost South Florida. You know another reason I figured they was going to lose? They didn't play nobody. They played a cupcake game. South Florida came out and was like that versus Boise State. So their first real game was South Florida. Now they got LSU. That ain't no cupcake at LSU. Man, no. Then at Miami, September about to be a rough month for Florida Gators if they can't figure out how to get. They got to get one of these wins. And you don't want to lose conference play, but you don't want to lose to Miami. And then you got Florida State at the end. God, dog. Billy Napier, listen, I ain't saying you done, but last year we thought that was going to mess you over. Y'all, South Florida been waiting on this. They could have beat Nick Saban in Tampa in 23. They could have beat Coach KD in Alabama in 24. Well, they said, forget that. In 25, we knocking off everybody. Boise State, knock off. Florida Gators in Gainesville, knock off. They going to go down to Miami, crump. And guess who Miami playing right now? Sometime tonight or earlier today. They playing Bethune-Cookman. Man, they like, man, we finna come down there and give y'all that work. We done play. Now, Miami did play Notre Dame, and they played hard, but Notre Dame didn't have no running quarterback like this one. This quarterback be running. So let's see. They beat last week. They beat a top 25 team. Let's see what they did right now. And Miami right now, I don't know if they playing down for Bethune-Cookman, but it's only 21-3 going into halftime. Well, about to be going into halftime. So Miami ain't looking impressive. South Florida, hey, why you playing? South Florida might get game day with Miami. Hold on, let me see. Who play next week that got the biggest game next week? Hold on, y'all. South Florida might be on game day. Hold on, let me see. The biggest game on the weekend, Vanderbilt, South Carolina, 9. Oklahoma, Georgia Tech and Clemson, 9. Alabama, Wisconsin, 9. Tennessee and Georgia. They might want to see a Tennessee and Georgia. But, bro, this South Florida could be an upset. Could be a real big game. So, yeah. I think, doggy, they got this game on CWN Network. They need to change that. We need to see this game. Stop playing. We need to see this game. And then they got LSU in Florida. Forget LSU in Florida. Let's go to South Florida versus Miami. Because LSU just, man, Florida just lost. But then you also got Texas A&M at Notre Dame. So I guess. But Miami beat them. They might as well go to South Florida now. Lamar, it might have been impressive, but they won. South Florida wasn't supposed to win that game at all. They was supposed to take an L. But I told y'all they had the opportunity to win. Ring my bell. You say, what's going on, Coach? What they did today? They won. Coach Prime got that win too, but they won. Then you say they should have fired him last year and Ladway saved him. Yeah, Ladway saved him, but this year Ladway ain't saving him now. Woo-wee. Well, that thing get real out there. Charlie, you say, man, look at here, look at here, look at here. Gerard, you say, we should be ashamed. I've said this since the hire. Sunbelt Billy is not the guy. Can the Gator Nation wake up now? I think they woke up. Because they got Miami, hold on. No, they got LSU, then Miami. Woo! That is tough. I know the Gator fan base assumed that they was going to be 2-0 after this game. Boy, the Gators couldn't get nothing. I don't even think they had an offensive touchdown. Let me look. I don't think they had an offensive touchdown, y'all. I really don't. Because the way the score looked. Oh, no, they scored. They scored in the fourth quarter. But they might have scored before then. Let me see. All right. Double B had 263 yards. I told y'all that boy be throwing it. But he the running back. He is Mr. South Florida. Byron Brown is Mr. South Florida. He is the offense. He got to throw it and run it. If South Florida could get a run game, it's going to be on. Lamar, South Florida could get a run game, it's going to be on. Now, Florida running back toted the air out the ball. Well, I ain't going to say toted the air out the ball, but he almost had 100 yards. DJ Lagway threw for 200 and some yards, but they got that pick. It's like they played the identical game, just DJ Lagway couldn't run. I don't know if he can't run, but normally DJ Lagway will run him. Steve, you say, how can they let him march down the field? I don't know, Steve. Them boys must have checked. Defense ain't like that. That means LSU finna give it to him. LSU might give it to him. Maybe they thought South Florida was cupcake, but I know when they seen that quarterback, they look, bruh, this quarterback finna do the same thing to Miami. He gonna probably have 100 yards rushing and about 2-something passing. He about to do this to Miami too, y'all. They about to do that to Miami. Oh, you say USF defense, Williams? Let me see. Who was a Williams on defense? Y'all, and South Florida defense like that, y'all. South Florida defense is like that. So Miami offense better come with it next week. Steve, Yeah, hey, Lamar, you say Billy. Boy, might be out of it. Yeah, listen. You lost to South Florida, but now let's give to South Florida. They really might be high ranked. Because what? The Florida Gators 13? Man, they need to put South Florida in the top 10. They beat the top 25 last week. Now they beat the top 13. Come on, man. Put my boys in the top 10. Kane, you say, yeah, okay, Miami is a serious program. UF and Colorado is not. Hey, listen. Miami, if it wasn't for Cam Ward last year, Mario Cristobal might not be there. So we about to see. And it don't help Miami playing a cupcake today. It don't help now. Listen. South Florida finna go down there ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. Yeah, hey. PWB, you say the game is not over until it's over. Yes, stay consistent throughout. Or you just might get unsuspected upset. Well, that wasn't no unsuspected with me. I told y'all all this week that game go like that. And even this morning, I say Gators on upset alert. Now Miami is officially on upset alert. Matter of fact, I don't even know if to call it upset no more. That's a ranked team finna go in there. That's a ranked team finna come down there to Dade County. Yeah. Can't. Well, that third string QB ain't no third string no more for Colorado. That boy first string. Lamont, you say, yo, if South Florida beats Miami or have a tough game, they're going to go undefeated. They should. They should. Like, it ain't going to get no harder than. But I can't downplay Memphis because they going to come with. But listen, this look like South Florida looking like they going to the playoffs. I tell you that now. South Florida look like they going to the playoffs, and they could beat Miami. Hear me out. They could beat Miami. Booger, you say the boosters can't fund the 27 mil buy to $5 billion. Somebody finna come pay it. Now listen, I ain't trying to get Billy Napier out of there. I know what South Florida is because I'm here and I watched them and we covered them. But the nation don't know about South Florida, so yeah. Vin, you say beat Miami, come on, Colin. Nah, ain't no come on, Colin. I done seen South Florida in person. They could go down there and give it to them. Glass, you say Florida was never a top 25 team. Florida played a cupcake team last week. They did, but they got them in the top 25, top 13 at that. Lamar, you say Memphis quarterback is nice, and Memphis got them wide receivers too. That's what I'm saying. Memphis got a squad you got to worry about. Navy, UTSA, and that's kind of really it. Then you say Beck looking good. Now, yes, Beck did look good, but you to say South Florida ain't got no chance? Nah, man. South Florida got plenty of chance. Lamar, you say you going down to the game in Miami? Now, I'm being Houston. I'm going to the Colorado-Houston game. Yeah, I be in Houston. Canes will blow out South Florida. Y'all say that, but I ain't seeing that. I ain't seeing that. They going to have to do it. Then you say UF ain't been good since... We about to see. We about to see what them Canes do now. Steve, you say they could fire him now. Gotta wait until the year over. Well, you don't want to fire your coach at this juncture. But I do know Billy Napier. I know, man, Gator Nation finna be on him. And then the fact that you gotta play LSU. What, LSU, what, ranked them in top 5? Let's see. Let's see the scores right now. LSU got to be in the top 5. Yeah, LSU ranked number 3. Woo-woo. Quinn. Yeah, it's like that. Man, I don't think they could do it right now, but in their mind, they might be doing it. And they might have to slide down there and get Willie Simmons from FIU. That boy know how to win now. He ain't get to win this time, but look. Deal, you say South Florida, them boys serious. They about that win. Boogie, you say Florida OC play calling is high school level. Billy Napier called the plays. Billy Napier is the offensive coordinator when it comes to play calling. That's Billy Napier. Um, y'all, hey, look at Georgia. Georgia played Austin P and only scored 7 points each quarter. Georgia ain't like that, y'all. These teams with these names ain't really like that. Double E, you say Billy Napier keeps running the same style of conservative plays. He does not act like a coach or a leader, but rather as a friend. Ooh, you tough on him. Gator Nation ain't gonna like that. I know Billy Napier. I wish him the best, but boy, the Gators ain't trying to have that. They never want to lose to a South Florida or Central Florida, especially a FIU or FAU. Any of these programs that just started, they ain't trying to lose to them. But they took that L. Lamar, you say Miami always play cupcakes early. They put beating on Bethune right now. Nah, they only up. There's only 28. They just got that. So it ain't like they beating them 42-0 going into halftime. Book, you say Billy Ball laughing all the way to the... Yeah, he got the cash. And then you know who the coaches go to now if they need to get to rehash their image. Because Kirby Smart ain't like that. Don't look like it. That boy ain't just doing it like that. So who you go to rehab you get you? I guess you go to Kirby. Then you say rough day for the HBCUs. Now, tonight I do want to see can Alabama State quarterback ball out? Andrew Body. That boy is him. Can he ball out? Lamar, you say if they get Willie Simmons in at University of Florida, it's a wrap for the... You mean Florida State? Because they in the ACC. Nah, they can't. Mike Norvell rolling right now. Mike Norvell looking like a king out there. Y'all, can y'all believe Mississippi State is beating Arizona State right now? Y'all, they shouldn't rank teams until like November. Like we done saw 2 full months of everybody. Or just leave it at the end of the year. Say, hey, we'll put rankings at the end of the year. Who got some big time wins? Let's just look at it because it's wild. But South Florida looking like they finna go to the playoffs. University of South Florida looking like they about to go to the playoffs. But you say used to work out the quarterbacks for Urban Meyer in Florida. Oh, you got it. You got it. Then you say Clemson overrated. I thought they was going to be good. Quinn, you say you're not shocked. I'm not shocked either. I felt they could get that win. I felt they could get it. Ray my bell was good. Boy, you say great. The Gator Brain Trust will let Billy Ball contract run, then wave goodbye. But the SEC is going to sleep with the... So how long you think they're going to keep Billy Napier? How many years he got left on his contract? Lamar, you say, yeah. I feel bad for Billy Napier. This rough. Then you say Dallas Wilson should have stayed with Oregon. Yeah. Lamar, yeah, USF definitely being ranked. They are surely going to be ranked. Hey, all day. All day. Quinn, you say Mississippi State at home always tough. It's... Whee! I thought, listen, all the quarterbacks I think could do something. I ain't even think Mississippi State was going to have a chance in this game. I wrote them boys off. Arizona State might come back, but hey. W, you say this is his final year? Oh, it is? Hold up. I didn't know that was his. Hold up. Hold on, let me look. I'm looking at it right now. Let me see. No. Billy Napier contract runs through January of 2029. Whoo! Hey, that boy got another 4 years on that contract. Dog. That boy got another 4 years on that contract. That's tough. That is tough. Let me see. I know people looking at it right now. That's probably gonna be the most searched thing ever. His buyout. Let me see what his buyout is. And Coach Billy Napier, I ain't trying to get you out of there, brother, but I know they mad at you, man. They say right now he's owed 85% of his contract. Somebody got to pony up that cash. They gonna have to pony up that cash. Because ain't no way he gonna make it to 2029. I just don't see it. But he could go to LSU and win. He could go to Miami and win. And then that'll shock the world. That'll shock the world. Hey, South Florida could go down there and give Miami that L. Yeah, hey, they got Jimbo Fisher out of there. You right. Well, who the Gators gonna hire? Let's talk about that. If South Florida, who they gonna hire? The South Florida coach? That's who they better hire. Lamar, you say if Alabama wins 8 to 9 games, do you think they'll fight Coach KD? I think the landscape done changed. And I think Nick Saban knew he wasn't even going to be like that going forward. That's why he tapped out. He like, look, I might not even make it to the playoffs next year. I got to get up out of here. Say Billy Napier eats Happy Meals. Nah, that boy eat filet mignon. That boy chilling. I wouldn't wish that on nobody, man. But he paid. If they get rid of him, he paid. He just going to have to figure out what he going to do. It requires Florida to pay 50% of the buyout within 30 days. And then the remaining over a four-year annual installment. So they can pay half of it. They can pay half of it. They say at the end of the 24 season, it was at $25 million. I don't know what it'd be at the end of this season. Dog, that's wild. Billy, it's tough that it's like that. W, you say Alabama won't fire their coach until next year, depending on his performance. They gonna let it play out, but they don't want to see them L's like that. They definitely don't want to see them L's. They definitely don't want to see them L's. But University of South Florida is like that. University of South Florida is like that. They deserve their flowers. South Florida, congrats to y'all. I told everybody all this week y'all was a game, and y'all went to Gainesville and took over. Now we need you to come down there to Miami and put that whooping on them. Can you put that whooping on them? Then look at this. Hold up. Just a side note. LSU ain't even on it. LSU playing La Tech, and the score is 7-0, and they're in the second quarter. Hey, maybe these teams harder than we think. Maybe these teams harder than we think, yo. Maybe it just ain't easy like that. I know Florida State sitting back saying we'll do something. Like today, SMU lost to Baylor. So do you kick SMU out the top 25? They're at number 17. Texas A&M played Utah State. That game was not like the score saying. Kentucky and Ole Miss, they only lost by 7. Yeah. It's going to be rough out here. It's going to be rough. Then you say, Colin, CU still has some work to do. They're not where they need to be at this point. We are about to get info, into the thick of things, yeah. Ryan looked like he ready, though. Colorado looked like they found a quarterback. So Ryan looked like he can go into Big 12 play ready. That's probably what Coach Prime wanted anyways. Can I find me Big 12, get a quarterback for Big 12 play going forward? And look like they got it. Y'all, KT, what's good? Vin, you say Billy Napier is another Jimbo? And Winston and, yeah, listen. I don't, if his schedule too hard, y'all. Y'all, the schedule is hard. The Gators, that schedule hard, y'all. Let's look at this. Them boys got, Hold on. Who? Hey, now South Florida could cash in. They beat the Miami. We assume they're gonna run the schedule, but you never know either with that. All right, the Gators got to play LSU, then Miami. Then they got an off week. Then they play Texas, but Texas don't look that good either. So then they got Texas A&M, Mississippi State, Georgia, Kentucky, Ole Miss, Tennessee, and Florida State. Everything on their schedule seem it's. We'll see, cause none of these teams right now just look like they all that in a bag of chips. Miami did look good versus my Notre Dame, but they don't look good. They beat Bethune-Cookman, but they should do them more than that. KT, you said how did Arch Manning look? Arch had 4 touchdowns passing and a rushing touchdown, so he had 5 TDs. Looked good, but that was San Jose State, so you can't really count that. That's San Jose State, and we like, nobody ain't really worried about San Jose State. So the next 2 more games he got in September, he gonna ball out. I thought October the 4th was gonna be Texas' real game, but South Florida just may be like that. South Florida just may be like that. But at the same time, now Ohio State defense, the way the defense coordinator was calling them plays, he looked like he gonna mess up everybody this year. Ohio State look like they going to the chip. At this moment, until, let me see what Ohio State play, because I think they only got Penn State, but I think the way Penn State played there, because FIU came in there and held that thing down. Let me see. But this is only the first 2 games, but they got at Washington. I don't even know how Washington is. We'll see. Well, they got Ohio. They got Ohio. They're going to tear them up, too. Then they got at Washington. You know what? I think Ohio beat somebody today that I didn't think they was going to beat. Hold on. I think Ohio Bobcats beat somebody I didn't think they was going to beat. Yep, Ohio Bobcats beat West Virginia. And they could have beat Rutgers. So, I ain't going to say they don't slouch, but they should. Ohio State should handle it. Let's look at their quarterback. Parker Navarro. Oh, that boy still in school? He had 3 touchdowns. He got 3 touchdowns this season. Well, they might not have updated everything. Hold on. I know he got to have more touchdown passes than that. Oh, he threw 3 interceptions today. Oh, God, dog. And they still won? Yeah, Ohio State finna tear them up. God, dog. Ohio State finna tear them up. Boy, you say Billy Napier couldn't get a head coaching job at a Georgia high school? You tough on that man. Then you say Ohio State may lose to Penn State and Michigan. I don't know. That defense look like it's right. Sergio, you say Billy Napier bought his playbook at Walmart. Hey, it's tough for him, boy. I know the fan base going to be hurt. Yeah, Arch looked good, but that was a cupcake game. That was a cupcake game. LSU looked like they about to score, but man, they playing La Tech. So LSU might not even be like that. Lamar, you said Arch did what he was supposed to do. Right. Right, but the Gators gonna be his real test. I'm guessing depending on how the Gators play out. But yeah, they should save rankings because these teams right here, y'all, it's rough out here. It's rough. I'm gonna do my own top 25 tonight. I ain't letting nobody tell me what no top 25 is because I don't think nobody really know what a top 25 look like because these teams ain't really playing like now Oregon, they went and took Oklahoma State and put them under the stadium. 69-3. I bet they ain't even wanted to get that 3 right there, boy. And then, you know what? Let me see who Illinois play. Illinois look like they're going to hold it down this year. Illinois play Indiana, SC, and Ohio State. If Illinois be undefeated by the time they get to Ohio State, that's gonna be a game. But look, y'all, I'll come back on later tonight. Maybe at halftime of this. I might come on at halftime of the Oklahoma and Michigan game and see how that game going. But hey, holla at y'all. Hey, USF got that upset. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. We cover everything, NFL and college, baby. We get it in. Holla at y'all. Holla at y'all.